it is a buzzword. Like recent days, many people are saying, okay, whether directly they are learning the. Hope everybody is able to see the screen and able to hear my voice, right?
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Okay, right.
Yes.
Yeah. So, in the world of data, like whatever the data science has become a like common thing nowadays. Even if something is coming or not, that they are asking, are you, do you have any understanding on the data science and all? So we'll start with the thing. One thing is that somebody want to move to data science, and somebody just want to start their data exploration or data science exploration from the fresher stage. And some people are directly taking the, like they are very good at either testing or development or some UI UX or mainframes, IBM, like there are many categories are there in the software industry. And somebody good at informatica, somebody good at only databases, somebody like, so there are various streams in the software. It is not like one job, like multiple jobs are there. So there are some people want to know how actually we can move to data science, or we can learn fresh, we can do fresh start from the data science, or like very as a fresher itself, or 1 or 2 years experience, or somebody is having some 10-15 years experience, even 20 years 20 years experience people also want to move to data science. There are various reasons. One is that it is giving some attractive salaries, one thing. And second thing is that most of the data based or data driven decisions are taking place in most of the companies. So whoever holding this job actually really holding the they can, they're at anchor position. So they can take the direction of the company to whichever the side. Like for example, now the pharma company is there. Pharma company, how much they should produce the vaccines, or they should invest on certain things. So they need to take the decisions based on some data. Again, this data driven decisions are definitely go with the, if you are able to apply some algorithms, okay, based on this I came to this conclusion. At least it will not fail, but at least it will give the right quotient of the decision, right? So that is where people are interested to learn data science. Even somebody is good at their domain or thing, right? They also need to upgrade or upskill or cross skill towards this direction or towards this domain, because that is where the most of the companies also looking forward. Okay, if they somebody they know data science and all, it will be good for them, like in the company, right? If somebody is they're working on particular domain, maybe even semiconductor or some networking domain or some pharma, insurance, banking, anything, right? They want to understand how to apply this technology into their thing. So that is the one survival method also. Okay. So yeah, let's start with who are you first. So when you go to any data science market or data science job application or anything, right? People will be calling you, or who are you, right? What are the skill set you know? So some people worry that, okay, I do not have, I do not have any development background, I do not have software background, I do not have this and that and all, right? So there are many things. So first thing is that I'm just mentioning some my own words here. Maybe the people are maybe using these words and all, or not. But techies is generally I'm referring here is that they can belong to any of the software job. Okay. And any of this testing, development, informatica, database, administrator, even DevOps. So there are so many divisions of, right? It will fall under anything. Okay. So whoever having this techie side, right? They have, okay, if you are a techie, you must be having some of the information, right? So some more information to play with the computer, to play with the software and all. And some people belong to statisticians. Statistician is not a, like he could become accountant, he could be some trader, or he could be all the, even some people maintain some day-to-day operations also, like operations of the company, right? They maintain all the records and all. So I'm considering all of them into the statistician. The programmers are like the hardcore programmers, like they do a lot of programming like JavaScript, Java, Python, not like there's a see, .NET like there are many languages are there, like as we have some speaking spoken language, no, there are in programming language, so there are many languages. So everybody is well versed of these things. Even web development also part of the programming only. Okay. And database specialist, see the database specialist are like from the starting with the NoSQL to SQL, and then the like Oracle, MySQL, PostgreSQL, MongoDB. Even if you take some cloud technologies, there are Redshift, they have their own versions of the DBs and all. So somebody is good at their things. And cloud is in the generally, somebody is good at Azure, somebody good at AWS, somebody good at Google platform, somebody is having their own customized OpenStack cloud platforms. So there are there are many variants of the peoples are around. What I can say is that all these people are eligible only. It is not like, okay, I am the only person eligible or you are the only person eligible. It is not the case. Data science is applicable to all these people. And there are people who doesn't know anything of this, those people also eligible, because nowadays some of the cloud platforms are providing the technology such that simply drag and drop, but they may lack the vision of how to apply that, because somebody is really making their own hands dirty with themselves, right? They will be able to get that done bit quickly compared to the drag and drop. Of course, somebody is that well versed or practiced that drag and drop mechanisms also, like now Amazon, like AWS, Azure and all, they're providing some tools under that cloud platform, and simply they can play with that and they can bring the results and predictions and all those things. Okay, so those people also are eligible, but for them the company whichever you are applying for, if you are trying to get into some company as employee, if that company is using the tools only, then only you will be more eligible. Like somebody can do testing with any language or anything. Somebody want to do only particular manual testing or particular automation testing, particular thing, right? It is that is the difference, and it is a little expensive also. So like if you are taking Azure, ML Studio is there. Azure ML Studio is actually, it is a little expensive than the you are doing in your like Python programming and all. So what they do, companies may not own the that Azure ML Studio service, and they may not deploy their applications, everything like end to end. They may not do the training and all those things, and all they may not do. If at all they are doing, okay, you are well, like you are okay to go there. But if you are learning, okay, why don't we learn from the beginning? But some people won't get that much time and understanding or whatever the knowledge, or this is going to be a very long process. So people only learn those tools also. Okay, it is not like nobody is learning that. Many people are learning that also, and they're getting the jobs also. But they should look for the job in that particular company where that company is doing that ML Studio, or like if AWS is having Azure is having ML Studio, it says maker. And recently the names of these tools also have changed. Invariably, it is not like only one tool is strict today, that tool will be forever. No, it is not like that. Even machine learning or data science, deep learning, there are many tools are evolving every day under the cloud platforms, and everything is getting changed now and then. Okay. um, okay, so before going into the data science course, actually where it started, right? We should know. So you know that what you are and all, right? This is clear, right? So we'll go to the data sources actually. See, if you do not have any data, like you are not, you are nothing, there is nothing to do as a data scientist or whatever, right? So this data sources, right? From the beginning of the evolution, or you can say anything, like it's a flat files also data, CSV spreadsheets, like databases, images, audio, video, big data, social media data, blogs, and on. Like it is a, if you think, just to close your eyes, look around, everything is data only. Everything is data only. Somebody is using the data to keep like themselves as an entertainment part. Somebody is doing the in some other purpose, like whatever you are watching a movie, or you are playing a game, or you are moving around a city from one street to other street. So these are like some billboards, name boards, this that, everything is data only. Without data nothing is happening. But when we make use of this data only, okay, from you are starting from today from one corner to other corner of the city, you are using the Google maps, right? So it is mentioning some data points, and from that only we are like the navigation and everything. So there also, even general software also, data is the key thing. Yeah, forget about now data science or what you call big data or data engineer, data analyst and all. Before that itself also, whatever the software it is making, you are transforming the data, or you are applying some methods on the data, and you are bringing the correct result of the data, some result, some may use of the things. Okay, today we are take some decision based on the data, like if you are having some, okay, at your home some groceries are getting out, you are measuring with something, right? That is also data. Based on that only you are ordering the new set of groceries and all, it is also data, right? So but all this data we should have little awareness actually, where is the source, like it is coming from the spreadsheets or db or sql or no sql. Is the image data, audio data, video data, anything, right? Even social media data also we can streamline every data and put it. Now to nowadays, now in some states elections are happening, so now what is the Twitter or social, any Instagram or any social media, right? So based on that they're getting the trends, and the trends also, the that is how the political parties are making their decisions, are making their moves, how to, what to do, because somewhere it is showing less, somewhere it is, of course it is in India still it is evolving. What we are talking on the social media may not be really reflective, but at least some percent of the case will go into that, right? So whoever trying to address that also, they are gaining the benefits there, okay, based on the social media response and all. So everything is data only, like nothing, like we cannot take only CSV or tabular format of the data, or whichever in located in your computer directly, you are visible as a, when you are trying to apply a program only, that is not the data. That is, the data is not limited to only that, it could be anything, okay? So this is the source of the data. So whenever you are, when you become a data scientist, or when you are trying to or learn or any time, right? So what is this source of the data, you should know, you should be having awareness. At least you should be able to play with the data, like if it is a CSV file or MySQL or image data, what is the data, like, because before you are applying your training or making a model and all, right, in the data science area, you need to know what is this data, from where it is coming, how you can play with this, or how can use. Of course the course teaches all that thing, but I'm just telling here, where is this. So why I'm telling here, because this, you people also might have come across all this data in various forms, and you in day-to-day life you might be using it as part of job or as part of your personal level also, okay? Okay, now we got some data, right? In this data, there are various methods of the machine learning or data science or artificial intelligence and so on, like, okay. So now we in the previous thing we collected some data from the various sources and all, okay, you have the data with you. Now you need to apply the data, like you can see this graph, right? Or you can see this chart. This chart says that descriptive analytics, diagnostic analytics, predictive analytics, prescriptive analytics. So to make you understand this better, I will move to the next slide here. So descriptive is generally, you can take our generally any medical prescription. So for the sake of understanding, you can take this. Descriptive explains what happened, diagnostic explains why it happened, uh, predict to apply, like says forecast what might happen, okay. Prescriptive tells that it recommends an action based on the forecast. You remember this always, okay? So sometimes they will further divide these, some of the predictive to some other analytics and all, but broadly we can classify all these analytics into four different groups, okay. This descriptive means you are just taking the data, like what is this data, right? Whatever your data form is there, you might have you might be transforming it, you may be applying little methods and all. You just showcase what is this data, just you don't do anything, just nowadays this Power BI, Tableau, or any of the visualization tools and all, right? They display, or even our Excel sheet, spreadsheets also having some of the methods, you can just display what is the data, like how it is reflecting what it is there, just like it is coming. So this descriptive is a thing, just what it is, but for that also you need to have some understanding of the tools and like playfulness with that tools, Okay, so then only you can display. Okay, today we are seeing some like even recently concluded cricket matches and all. Of course, cricket match always happen. Recently concluded World Cup, we are seeing the statistics on the screen. Okay, Virat Kohli or somebody scored so and all. These are all numbers, right? That numbers they are displaying on the some graphs or charts and all. That is the display of the things, whatever it is there. And diagnostics is the thing. Certain things are happened today, like the sales have dropped down due to some reason. So it will try to probe behind the data what why it is, because if you say some sales drop down due to some Diwali crackers sales drop down because there is a ban in country, so and so, maybe I'm just telling the reason, maybe one the what could be reason, but there it will explains okay why it's a linear growth or non-linear growth or some other point or particular area it is not doing well, or particular geographical location they're not buying or they're not selling, they're not exchanging the goods or something. So you can tell this part. Okay, this is a diagnostic means you just to do what why it happened. Okay, nothing much. And forecast what will happen. This predictive is a generally what will happen, no. You are predicting the future, or you are trying to predict. Today real estate prices are there in so and so area, like a particular housing prices, right? Tomorrow how much it will be, your predicting. Or not only this, right? Gold prices are there, how many, like today we affected last time sometime like in the COVID area, the vaccines and everything came down. And like came down in the sense vaccines availability came down, or vaccines once vaccines reached, we tried to the companies, pharma companies tried to bring the more vaccines and all. So they need to do what will happen if something is not there or something is there, or how much we can do, like how to stock up ourselves and all those things, right? It will try to predict. There are many methods and many algorithms are coming, and those things are actually strictly applied, this ML algorithms and all those things in this zone. And this prescriptive is that recommendation algorithms, like based on, again it is a intertwined analytics only, it is not like completely separated and all. Sometimes based on the result whatever we have the descriptive from itself we can directly jump to the recommendation, we need not go to the till this point. Okay, it is internally intertwined ones. Okay, one component to other component. So like this the descriptive data. So what you should know is that you should understand from where the data is coming from, how to fit into your thing, and then how to show these things. Again the company objective, whatever wherever you're working, or if your own company also, what you are trying to do with this data, based on that this what you are going to do, that based on that company objective or your objective, it will be decided what you will do. Only you will be satisfied with the descriptive analytics, or you will go with the predictive, or even you will do recommend. Today we are doing some movie recommendations, right? Movie recommendation, you are seeing some whatever the movie websites and all, you are seeing that what do you call the shows, right? All the shows are, it is recommending some movie. Even our YouTube or other channels are recommending some video links to us. Why? Because it is based on the previous or past record, your interest and all. So but this descriptive is it is filling that one, and directly it is doing some diagnostic, and it is not doing any predicting, it's simply recommending. Whether you watch it or not, it doesn't matter to them. But to improve their, increase their company sales or whatever the things, right, objectives, right, they're directly doing the prescriptive things. So these are all various methods of the, I'm just dissecting all the components behind the data applications. Okay. Okay, one more point here to be learned and understood very well is, when you are doing this this chart is very very important. Okay, one is you can see the y side, and the y axis side is the value, and x axis is complexity. So whenever this complexity grows one by one, when you are doing each one of it, okay, very basic descriptive analytics is the whatever visualization, data visualization I'm saying, is a little easy compared to all others. And then the complexity goes, the value also increase. You can take this value means whatever the value you are adding to the company, or whatever the value it is generating through revenue, and whatever the value you are going to get as a salary also. Okay, this all these things will be depending upon each other. Okay, so but for everybody this is common. Okay, somebody may jump directly from here to here, or from this to here or something, or only this but this descriptive analytics is okay. you must understand, like when you are doing any, if you are going to any hospital or anything, right, this diagnosis of the data, what it is coming, what is this data, right, how you arrange the data, like how it is represented and all this one should know. If one, then only they will become successful in these areas. Okay, if of course they are successful at this stage also, but if you are interested into do more with the data and all, you should really play with the data in this zone. Okay. Okay. Now, no, earlier we were telling you whatever you are or whoever you are and all, but once you try to get into this zone or data science zone, directly or indirectly or many ways, right? You should gain these skills. You should definitely learn the skills. Maybe all at a time, Mona, when not work, one by one, you should definitely try to get the knowledge over the time. So, one thing is the statistics. Statistics and mathematics knowledge is very much important. We may not need to know complete depth of the things, but at least basic statistics and mathematics is required. Then only we'll try to understand the things, how to play with the data. Like if you see any of the data points, right, any of even our software, general software freshers test also, they will conduct some aptitude and all, right, so that will be applicable when you are playing with different scenarios and all. But we may not understand, okay, where we are using this aptitude, but it will be useful in one or other places, right? So like that, statistics also very much important. And Python is the language, is a popular choice. Like earlier it used to be R, and there are companies they are using R, MATLAB. Even nowadays, most actually before Python and R, C++ machine learning also was there, and some other languages also offering like C Sharp, .NET or Java and all those things. Also, they are using their own stuff, but the Python has become the popular choice over the time. And for the visualization, like Power BI, like Python or language based packages, even R also, MATLAB also having their own packages and all, directly you can use programmatically. And Power BI, Tableau is the tools. Okay, and there are many other tools also available to visualize your data and all. You just load the data and you try to draw graphs as many as possible to showcase what it is, the descriptive analytics or diagnostic analytics, right, you can do with that. And most of the people, instead of doing many things learnings, they simply learn this Power BI, Tableau, and this they get into the job. That is quickly, somebody can get into the job. Okay, this is a tool, because that is how the market also demanding that. Okay. So then inside the Python package and all, right, see the scikit-learn is one famous one. Actually many of the people are start with the scikit-learn, keras, tensorflow and so on. There are hundreds of packages and all. Once you start using the Python, you will start getting these things. So this one more thing is this database, like we need some understanding of SQL. Okay, SQL directly, even Python is having some package pandas that also internally uses the SQL like methods. But if you know SQL, like you can, like you will be seamless. Even somebody is not knowing SQL also, they will do with the Python pandas and all. But over the time you will learn, because whatever the procedures you are writing or whatever the SQL procedures or anything, right, it won't take much time there to learn all those things. But yeah, but how the system, whatever the understanding, right, you get to know over the time, because this is not a combination, this is not a single technology, it's a combination of multiple technology. Even if you count whatever fear, right, even earlier days, see, somebody was working only on computer vision, somebody was working on only analytics, somebody was working only on database, like, but it is not like now you are forced to work on all these packages and all those things. So but what I guess is that whoever in the software industry, they are already aware of some or other form or partly or fully are going through all these things. Okay, certain things like this scikit-learn, keras, tensorflow may be very much new, or this Python language based packages may be new, but other things are very much, I think, they are familiar. Okay, this computer vision for the image, right, you need to take the images and then do the some processing and extract the features and all, right. Image recognition is one of the key factor in the artificial intelligence and robotics and all those things. So a little bit of knowledge of the computer vision is also required, but it is not if you try to explore more and more, it will be good, but for the basic level of understanding, basic computer vision is sufficient. Okay, based on the company task or your task and all, you can learn more and more there. And NLDK is for the text data. Generally, not only NLDK, there are many other packages are there. Generally, natural language processing. Now, whatever I am speaking, the text data, right, on processes, documents, voice, and all the text data will be processed using some packages. Those are also available in Python, and similar packages are available in other things also, other like R or MATLAB. Then comes the domain or application knowledge is one of the key thing. That's why I highlighted in red here. Like if you are in a banking industry, you will have certain understanding of the, okay, this is how bank data will be protected, this is how the bank projections will be there, this is how the, and if you are going to the pharma industry, that will have. But as a data scientist, one should be agnostic to all these things. Okay, we need not really worry about it. But if somebody is having that domain, that will be having little fetching. Okay, but if somebody is running a shop or somebody is running a some store like that, no, they will know when to purchase, what to sell and all, without much problem. But others who are coming to that domain earlier, they will have some settlement time and all, right? This to avoid that settling period in particular domain, somebody need to have. So why I'm telling one more thing, it is important is maybe not important every time, but some people who are having their domain knowledge, like somebody is working in some company, their company is doing something, and they can really create one project and all, keep the resume and change the resume accordingly, and then push it to the corresponding domain, so that it is very easy to switch the job in that case. Okay, just that is for that is the purpose. Otherwise, okay, we are sticking to some particular domain only. Okay, I'm taking banking domain, or I'm taking the insurance domain, or I'm taking the pharma. So there are many industries are there, you can take some queue that one, and then okay, and in particular domain certain standards are used, so that will be another like fetching point. Okay, okay, then now this cloud infrastructure you should know. Now, not only for this data science job, for any other job, like cloud is the key thing. Key means key thing. Without knowing Azure, AWS, GCP and all, we cannot deploy any of the project whatever you have done. We have any of the things, you cannot even talk to remotely some person, or everything is connected to the cloud. So one should be, I recommend, even somebody is joining this course or not, doesn't matter, but the thing is that one should have some cloud. Definitely, at least they should log in and they should connect to other machines, they should open some service and they can do that work, no. That is very much required. In case of data science, the data science definitely takes the people. First thing that they deploy these models or they deploy these applications on the cloud platforms only, most of the times. Without cloud, nobody is going to deploy anything anywhere. Okay, because because we are developing here, doing something and all remote mission, because everything is now most of the systems also migrating to cloud. Of course, if somebody's very large infrastructure is their company, they are not keeping everything in the cloud, because that is also costing them. Whole startups companies and all, because they need not set up everything from the scratch, right? They simply have, if individuals having their own laptop, they easily can connect to the any of the cloud machine and they can take the way. Okay, okay, till now these are the skill set. Of course, there are many things being added or removed and all, but overall these skills one should know. Okay, then this Anaconda, Jupyter, VS Code, Python, there are many. These are integrated development environments. IDEs are what, where your environment, or what, where you are developing this code or where you are doing that one. I was telling one more thing. This without coding knowledge, without thing also, people can go with this data science. They have their own. This cloud platforms are offering certain tools that also we can do without doing all this. But somebody want to have, they are open to many companies or many opportunities. They should know these things. Without that also, if they want, okay, this particular company is doing only this service, I will learn only Azure ML Studio or AWS SageMaker. That way also they can go. That is not a problem. But yeah, having this, that will be integrated internally in one or other way in this cloud platforms. Okay. Then this Postman, microservices, RESTful APIs. So once you deploy or once you create your own application with a particular model or particular things, right? You need to deploy in using some, like either this postman generally used for the testing purpose and all, for the whether whatever you are posted, whatever your methods are working good remotely or then. And microservices and all, I think you must be knowing. Generally you will have one this like it is a client server alternative to the client server environment, right? Now this is RESTful APIs, right? All these things are used in the industry. From most of the people are using directly or indirectly. How to deploy your whatever you develop, right? That will come under the this thing. And this DevOps, Git, CI/CD, Kubernetes, Akka, MLOps, and so on, right? Generally, for the governance of the code to deploying and maintaining the code and tracking the code and operating all these things, so under fall under this section. These things, this area also, there are many tools are keep on evolving, and their companies are divided, like they have their own opinion to use certain things. Some people are not using all these things at all. Some people are using only few things. Think some people use all of it, like it is depending upon, but it is these tools are not heavy. You can like once you start using, you learn that, but you one need not be master also. To some extent, if you know these things, this is good enough. Okay. um okay, so these are the skills. Okay. uh, then what is the Palmtree Analytics is offering to you from this, right? So certain things, like we first will go with the Python, like environment setup, what are the things required. This Python, Git, SQL, statistics, data visualization will be the first set of the course. Okay. And then the ML algorithms fall under the many things are there ML, in that generally supervised and unsupervised learning, and then the corresponding algorithms, right? Classification, clustering, regression, a little bit of reinforcement. These are all fall under the ML. Some hardly some 20 algorithms or 20 plus algorithms. I think if you are familiar, if you are becoming familiar with that, that will be enough. So most of the interviewers also won't ask beyond that question. Once you are able to do these one or two programs or one or two projects in that, like you can take some sample data and take that thing and apply that algorithm how it is working. Like generally you should develop some intuition that okay, this is a classification or this is a regression or something. So once you start practicing this ML algorithms, you will get into that. So this will take little more time compared to other things. And then once this finished, we'll go with the deep learning. Deep learning is a this artificial neural network. So that neural, based on the neurons concept it is, so it is another method of ML algorithms. Okay, this generally this process the data using the neurons understanding. And this NLP is the natural language processing. There we go with the all text data, text processing, making the corpus and asking the question. And now most of the AI machines, right, whatever we are asking some question, it is answering the chatbots and everything, right? The actually these chatbots are mostly moved to now generative AI, but earlier used to be under the NLP only. Of course, this both are same part only. Like generative AI is the extension of the NLP. But if you know, without knowing NLP, going to generative AI is a little tricky. But one should, I recommend one should know NLP to go to generative AI. So recently, this area is giving lot of, this is a hot topic. Okay, this zone. And we will once we are getting familiar with these algorithms and all how to use and all, we'll go to one of the technology, either Azure. Mostly we are favoring Azure and all, but if not something else also preferred, we can go with the based on the group of the people which we are selecting under one class and all. I, and this project is actually not only here, almost whatever the algorithms are happening and all, we will apply the various, not only one project actually, simple small scale level multiple projects will be taken up across the, like when we are starting with ML algorithms and deep learning and NLP and generative AI. Once these projects are done, we will showcase how to deploy into particular cloud machine or local machines and all. So this is the course, strictly learning from here to here. Once this is done, the how to prepare the resume to win the jobs in this zone. And generally asking the interview, mock interviews and all will be conducted at this level. And then the job assistance, like posting the resume to known people, or how to be ready with the interview, or how to get into the how to face certain questions or certain things, particularly in this data science zone. Okay, this is the curriculum info. And Yeah, guys, it's your time. I just listed some questions which were coming. I came across from the previous sessions and all. Yeah, feel free to ask the questions. Guys, you there? I am slowly solo.
Yeah, what is the duration for this course, complete course?
What is the duration? Is we are targeting to complete in 2 months.
Yeah, actually for per day the 2 hours class.
No, no, we are targeting 1 hour.
Acha, 1 hour, 2 months.
2 months.
Okay.
But people who are attending should be. I see one problem is that who are attending, right, should be continuously should work on that, practice on that, and continuously attend the classes and all. If they leave in between, right, because these are if you see the curriculum also a little scary, because once they are done with the Python or once they are done with the something and all, they may they should not leave it out. Okay, so plan the course like that. Okay, we'll attend from here to here 2 months rigorously, we'll practice and we'll keep the ready for the resume preparation, right? If you are gone that level, and then like it will be too good otherwise, right? Some people I see they'll start and they don't continue and all, right? So that is one what you call problem. But yeah, just I'm telling some shortcomings which I came across with other people. Yeah.
So Sidhu, here the class will be of for 1 hour, and we will be giving some practice sessions or something. So the candidate should invest 2 hours a day. It will be.